Welcome back to the Warboss Fitz channel, everybody. This is Warboss Fitz back in the garage, and today we have a game between the post-apocalyptic treasure hunters and Orc Marauders. Because, I don't know, I think those look kind of like super mutant to me. So the list is going to be in the description down below. And today we're going to do an actual mission along with side missions. So our mission today is sabotage. So each person puts a objective marker 12 inches from the table edge, and then I'm just calling Brotherhood of Steel, because you know that's what they are. So the Brotherhood of Steel's side mission is ground war. They're trying to keep the enemy away from 6 inches of the center of the board. And then the Orcs mission is attrition. Kill 50% of enemy units. And our deployment is long haul, which is nice because, you know, my boards just naturally tell you what the deployment zone is. So I'll do a little fly over here again, just to show everything off. And inside that truck is the Orc Big Boss and his deadly mega armor boys. And so let's go on to see who gets turn 1. Green for the Orcs and silver for the Brotherhood. Woo, some low rolls, but Brotherhood is going to go first. So the first movement is going to be over here. These Brotherhoods that do not have a character attached, they're slow. So that is as far as they can go. Opening move for the Orcs. The Goblin tanks, nothing's going to be in range. So they're just going to move as fast as they can right up here to the front, because Goblins are going to goblin. Next move for the Brotherhood, these guys all the way to the back here, they're just going to move up 4. And now I'm realizing that with this deployment zone, these Brotherhood guys are going to have to move to get to that objective. Now, the Gatling laser cannons, I don't know if that's the actual name, I'll get it in a second. They're going to fire at the Goblin tanks. Yeah, they're Gatling lasers. So, with the energized rule, they're going to hit on a 2. And the Goblin tanks are going to save on a 4. 2 failed saves, so one of the Goblin tanks is on 1 wound. The Orc truck's going to move up. It's going to move up 8. And he's going to fire into that squad of knights over here. So hitting on a 4. And saving on a 4. So one of the knights takes 2 wounds. The center squad is going to move up and they're going to open fire on the truck. Man, I forgot how slow armies actually are. Yeah, we're here. Alright, so 6 shots hitting on a 3. And then the truck, these are AP2, is going to be saving on a 4. So 2 wounds gone. The Orc Rocket Boys. We're going to go up here to the 2nd floor and we're going to measure out and see what they can shoot at. So they don't quite have range to anything yet because the range is only 18, but they're in a good position for next turn. Alright, the boss and his ultra bosses got out and they're going to flame here and put the carbine shots here. So first with the flame shots hitting on a 5. Ooh, not as many hits as I thought it was going to be. There's another miss right there. So saving on a 4. Now it looks like 3 wounds go through, so that'll be the death of 1. And then 2 wounds go right back over to him. Carbine shots hitting on a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. AP nothing, so saving on 3. And they're fine. Seeing this is where the fight's going to be for this turn. This squad of miniguns are moving forward, and they're going to fire all 3 of their miniguns into the boss. So hitting on a 3. And the boss is save on a 4. So 5 wounds go through, enough to kill 1 2/3 of an ultra boss. This big group of Orc Marauders, they're going to hoof it because their leader gives them the fast rule. They are going to go this far. Alright, seeing a juicy target, these minigun boys that were up here, that were just going to be guarding that objective, they're going to fire into these Orcs down here looking for a 3. Got a 5 to save for the Orcs. So 7 Orcs go down. On this flank, because the center here is all jammed up, these Orc boys with the carbines are just going to move up the side here. Now, the last 2 activations are going to be for the Brotherhood. This squad is going to move up here. And they're going to fire into the Ultra Bosses, looking for 2 because they have laser weapons. Now, the Ultra Bosses save on 5. 7 wounds go through, leaving the big boss with 3 wounds left, and he has to take a panic check, which he passes. Last activation for the turn. This squad is going to move up here about 4 inches. And then they are going to fire into the goblin tanks. Now, they all have laser rifles except for that squad leader who's got a plasma gun. Of course, I was all happy for the plasma gun and it missed. So, 5's to save. There'll be 3 wounds to go through, so they'll take him out and then move the other 2 wounds right to there. If I can find the 1. There we go. Boop. I keep forgetting vehicles take panic checks. They're below half, so they're going to be panicked for next turn. So at the end of turn 1, the board looks like this. You can definitely see how slow the Brotherhood of Steel are. It's going to take a lot to get them over to here. We might have to just hurry up some stuff. So on to turn 2. Orcs go first. So first activation, these orcs are just going to charge here because they're orcs, and that's what they do. So 4 Ultra Claw orcs with Furious means 12 attacks, hitting on a 4. So 4 hits with no 6s. Looking for a 6 to save. There's 1 save, so it's going to be 3 wounds so far. Let's do the rest of them. The rest of it, 30 attacks, hitting on a 4. 9 6s, giving us extra attacks. Just lots of hits, saving on a 3. That's 12 total failures, so 1, 2, 3, 4 guys are going to go down, and then they're going to attack back. These guys are not meant for close combat. 1 hit, and 1 dead orc. Woo! So the Brotherhood definitely lost combat. Panic check. Oh, they are going to be pinned. Or actually, no, they're just going to run away, because they are now below half. Woo! The loss of that squad puts a giant hole in the line with that big unit of orcs potentially threatening that objective. Here in the center is the Brotherhood's activation. They're going to do something crazy just to get more real estate. We're going to charge into the orc boss. Is this smart? I don't know. Well, let's find out. Alright, so 6 impact hits. 1, 2, 3. Actually, that was probably really smart because they took out the Warblast just in impact hits. And we get their 3-inch wiggle. Okay, these orcs over here are going to try to get something done. They are going to move to here and they're going to absolutely blast into this squad over here. So first they're going to open up with their single rocket. Oh, it hits. So that's going to be 3 hits. That's going to be 3 fails right off the bat. Alright, so I got that wrong. It does not. I thought it had blast. It doesn't. So it's just 1, boom, really wounded guy. And then we're going to move on to the carbines. I forgot the squad leader gives them the gun crazy gun nut thing. So an extra another hit with a rocket. And it'll be another 1 dead. Now the carbines. Those 7 hits, we get extra shots. Now all these 3s to save. Well, they failed enough saves to kill the whole squad. So these Brotherhood are going around the corner with their miniguns and blast into that squad over there looking for a 3. Saving on a 5. That kills off 10 of the orcs, which gives us a lot smaller blob. On the orc activation, the guys in the that building are going to fire into that squad there. Look for a 5. Alright, we got 1 hit. It's AP2, so saving on a 5. Nope, that's going to be a 1 dead knight. The Gatling laser guys move forward. They are going to fire into that truck right in front of us. So 4 shots each. 2. Hitting on 3. Saving on 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be enough to knock the truck out. Orc's last activation for the turn. The goblin tanks are going to go ahead and unpin. So the miniguns on top of the hill over here are going to fire into those orcs. Look for 3, and the orcs going to save on a 5. The orcs need a panic check, and they're going to fail. So they will be pinned for the next turn. So these Gatling lasers are just going to take their 4-inch move and move over here, and they're going to fire at the goblin tanks looking for 2. If you want to look for 4. 5 moves, which is enough to take them out. Overview turn 2, the Brotherhood is moving forward as fast as they can, but it's going to still be a long slog to that objective. So turn 3, orcs go first. Our specialist orcs are once again going to fire into those knights there, looking for a 5, and this turn they got nothing. So after doing some measurements, it has been determined that it is going to be impossible, even if there are 2 max moves, to get to that objective. So the Brotherhood is just going to do what they can do to blast everything. So this squad here is going to fire up into the building. With the cover save, they're going to need a 4 to hit, and a 6 to save. So it'll be 3 dead orcs. They're going to get a panic check, so they're going to be pinned for the last turn of the game. On this flank, our orcs are moving forward again, and they're going to fire into the minigun squad. First thing they're going to fire is their rocket, which is going to hit, and it fails to save, so that will immediately kill one of the minigun. The rest of the carbine is looking for a 5. They have 1-6 for the gun crazy nuts, and it's a miss. So it looks like they used all their luck last turn. They only have 4 hits, and well, that's still 2 failed saves. Puts the miniguns under half, but they've passed their panic check. Miniguns are going to fire back looking for a 3. The orc's going to save on a 5. Okay, 3 dead orcs, and then on the other flank, the orc combat squad is going to unpin, but they're still going to get shot. So back over here, the Gatling lasers are going to move forward, and they're going to get 12 shots. And if you can't tell, the rain's coming down, and I got a 6-year-old who likes to play it. So, hitting on a 2 because of the laser weapons. 6 is the save. Down to 2 orcs, panic check. They're good. Over on the other flank, we're going to use the miniguns first, and they're going to hit on a 3. The orcs save on a 5. That's the end for that squad of orcs. Now, we're just going to adjust the camera, because this Gatling squad is going to move here, the Gatling laser squad, and they are going to fire at what's left of the orc boys here. So they're going to fire into over here, looking for a 2. Yeah, it's a 2, right? And then AP -1. It means I got a 6-up save. Yep, that'll be enough to take them out. So at the end of turn 3, with no orcs able to threaten that objective, and the Brotherhood never going to be able to reach that objective, and these guys pinned, all they can do is unpin next turn. Let's check victory conditions. So the orcs had attrition, which meant kill 50% of the enemy units. They killed 2 out of 7 units, so they don't get that. And then the Brotherhood of Steel had ground war, no enemy within 6 of the center of the board, which they have that. So the final score with the secondary missions is going to be 1-0 in favor of the Brotherhood. So they did pretty good for their first game out. We're going to have a doubleheader today, so stay tuned. Yeah, moving on to the next game where I have an opponent and I don't have to play with myself. So you all have a good rest of the day, and hope to see you again here on the War Boss Fitch channel. Remember to like, subscribe, bell, blah, 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 all that good stuff. And keep gaming out there.